My inebriated Uber passengers judged my job and my accent until they needed my help. It was 2 a.m. when I picked up these three finance bros outside a downtown club. They reeked of expensive cologne and entitlement. The moment they got in, the comment started. "Dude, your English is pretty good for a driver," one slurred. "Where you from originally?" "I'm from here," I replied calmly. "No, but like, where are you really from?" Another pressed, laughing. I told them my parents were from Lebanon. Big mistake. "Oh snap, so you're like, Middle Eastern? That's wild, man. I bet you know all about like, oil and stuff," the third one chimed in, and they all burst out laughing. They spent the next 10 minutes making jokes about camels, asking if I had multiple wives, and wondering aloud how I could afford a car. One even had the audacity to say, "It's so cool that America gives people like you opportunities." The worst part was when they started doing fake accents, trying to sound like what they thought Middle Eastern people sound like. "Thank you for riding with Ahmed's taxi service," one said in a horrible accent while his friends died laughing. Another one pulled out his phone and started recording. "Yo, we got the most authentic Uber driver right now. This is going on my story." Then they started making assumptions about my intelligence. "Do you understand finance, like stocks and bonds and stuff, or is that too complicated?" They found this hilarious. I stayed quiet, focused on driving to their fancy apartment complex. I've dealt with this before. Arguing just makes it worse. But inside, I was furious. They kept going. "Do you send money back to your family in the desert? Have you ever ridden a camel for real? Is your name actually like Muhammad or something?" One of them even asked if I was allowed to drive women passengers, like I was some kind of religious extremist. The ignorance was staggering. Then everything changed. We're stopped at a red light when the guy in the middle suddenly starts choking. Not coughing. Full on. Can't breathe choking. His friends panic immediately. "Oh my god, Tyler, Tyler!" they're screaming. The guy's face is turning blue. His friends are too drunk and panicked to do anything useful except yell his name and slap his back randomly. I pulled over instantly, got out, and opened his door. "I need you to stay calm," I told his friends. "Move back." I performed the Heimlich maneuver. 3 quick thrusts and a piece of food shot out of his mouth. He gasped, coughed, and started breathing normally. His friends are staring at me in shock. The guy I just saved is catching his breath, tears in his eyes. Where did you learn to do that?" one whispered. I looked at them and said, "I'm an emergency room doctor. I drive Uber on weekends to pay off my medical school loans faster." The silence in that car was deafening. "I spent 12 years in medical school and residency. Tonight I literally saved your friend's life, but 20 minutes ago you were making jokes about my English and asking about my camels." Tyler, the guy I saved, looked me in the eyes and said, "I'm so sorry. Thank you. I would have died." The other two were completely speechless, staring at their hands. One quietly deleted the video from his phone. When we reached their building, Tyler handed me a $100 bill and said, "This isn't enough, but it's all I have on me. You saved my life." His friend added, "We're idiots. Complete idiots. I'm ashamed of how we acted. Next time, maybe don't judge people by their side jobs or their accents. You never know when that person might save your life." The rest of the ride was silent, but I could see them thinking about their behavior in my rearview mirror.